this right here is a really clean oven in my opinion. This is my mom's oven and she's got 30 guests coming over. She's worried that her guests are gonna come inside, open up her oven and see that there's a little bit of stuff on the sides and shame her, ridicule her, and basically embarrass her into non-existence. So here I am going to help her. I've got a few ideas here. I'm going to use this heavy duty oven cleaner from Zepp. Now, the interesting thing is that I've never done it with this cleaner here. They recommended that I turn on the oven. So in the instructions, it says turn on the oven, heat the oven up to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, then turn the oven off. We're going to go ahead and spray it on the spots that we want to clean now. So the oven's really clean here, but on the sides, there's just a few pieces here or, a few spots there that we want to clean up a little bit better. And we are gonna try to see what we can do here. On the sides here, I'm just gonna spray it on the spots here. Oh, look at that, it's steaming up nicely. So I'm spraying this on the sides and spots that we wanna clean here, about 8 to 10 inches away. And we'll see. All right, I'm just gonna step outside while it's doing its thing. I got all the windows open here in the kitchen. I got the fan going here. Just wanna make sure to get some good ventilation because this does have some pretty serious fumes. It smells a lot more than a lot of other oven cleaners that I've used, so definitely something to be aware of. However, this is a commercial grade oven cleaner. I've used this in commercial settings. When I worked in restaurants, actually, we use stuff like this to clean down some of our equipment because it just gets used so much and you really need something really powerful to clean it up. Now, let's go over the directions here again. So we're gonna turn the oven on, 200 degrees, then we're going to turn the oven off. We'll hold this 8 to 10 inches away from the surface to be cleaned. We'll spray a light, even coat on the surface. If you were cleaning the entire oven, you would start with the bottom first, then spray the sides, the top, the racks, and inside the door. Do not spray on any switches, light fixtures, or other electrical connections. Let the cleaner stand for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Stubborn stains may take a little bit longer, so you can wait more than the 5 or 10 minutes. Then we're going to wipe the surfaces with a wet, clean cloth or sponge. Then we will rinse everything off with nice, clean water. Then you preheat cleaned oven for 10 minutes before using your oven again. If using on a barbecue grill, remove the grate before cleaning. Do not spray on lava rocks, charcoal, or heating element. So some good information there about this Zepp heavy duty oven and grill cleaner. I've never used it, so I'm excited to see if it actually really helps with that. So I do have my eye protection on. I could use a mask as well if I had one. I don't have one today, so that's why I'm doing a little bit of extra ventilation here. It's been about 10 minutes. I am actually going to scrub this a little bit. So I like to clean ovens with a Brillo pad, razor blade. I use to get some of the more stubborn stuff, but it really doesn't work around the sides here where these raised parts are to put the grates on because the razor blade will actually scratch in there, so I don't use a razor blade on that. But I've just got some hot water here and a Brillo pad. I got some towels here that I'm gonna lay down to catch anything that drips. And I'm gonna get in there and start scrubbing and see how this does taking off these stubborn spots. All right, it's doing a pretty good job here. All right, now I'm going to use a dry or a wet towel here and wipe some off and see how that does here. So it did a good job, but still a few little spots there. Maybe we'll do another round here and see if we can just clean that up completely. Oh my goodness, look at that. So yeah, that really cleaned it up. Pretty fumey stuff, but boy, did it do a good job. That's pretty good, holy cow. I'd say that's pretty good. I think we can do better. We're gonna do a second round here. So I'm just gonna spray some of those more stubborn spots and give it another 10 minutes and see if we can really get this thing perfect. So it's been about 10 minutes here. I've got my Brillo pad here. I'm gonna jump back in and start scrubbing here. And I'm really concentrating on some of these smaller spots here. Let's take a look here at the final results. I think it did a really great job. A thing I liked about this cleaner is that I only had to leave it on for about 10 minutes, as opposed to some other cleaners that I've used. Sometimes you have to leave it on for an hour or so. Wow, it did a really good job. This is probably one of the cleanest ovens that I've ever got. However, a couple things here. This is really fumey. It stinks. It's got a big, strong smell to it. So if you're gonna do this, make sure to get really good ventilation. Open up those doors and windows, get some fans going. If I had a mask, I would have worn a mask. It wasn't that bad. I held my breath while I was spraying it. Eye protection, make sure not to get this on your skin or anything like that. If you do, rinse it off immediately, and just be aware that this is some strong stuff. And then rinse everything really well. A wet towel, wipe everything down, go over it with a dry towel, rinse it a few times, and then it says to preheat your oven for 10 minutes to burn off any fumes that might still be left, or chemical, stuff, that residue that still might be left. So my mom was really happy with it. Here is her reaction. My mom was very happy with the end results. We got a little side hug here and even a little happy dance. This was a winner, but again, really strong chemical, so you've got to weigh that option. I do have some other videos on how to clean ovens with some different products. If you want to check those videos out next, my name is Drew. I'll see you in the next one.